We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected, but please stay on the line to deep dial with Tiger and Savannah.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Deep Dial.
Ow, ow. I'm so
Ow,
happy
ow.
to have my microphone back.
Oh, she's back. She's here with a vengeance. And we're both
With a
hula
vengeance.
bronzed.
Oh, yes, we are. Thank you so much to Benefit for sponsoring this portion of the podcast. Just kidding. But we do love hula bronzer.
Every time we want to look our best, we bronze. Okay, now it's sounding like an ad, so I'm going to stop.
I wish it was an ad.
It's manifesting. We're manifesting.
Speaking of hula, guess who I saw this weekend?
Wait, I
Well,
don't know.
actually, it has nothing to do with I saw Irina Shayk at Sephora.
Stop. Oh my God.
With her little daughter, her and Bradley Cooper's daughter.
Oh.
She was just so stunning, obviously. Her skin
I
was
bet.
like literally insane. And I kept trying, I mean, she was just taking her time shopping in Sephora. She was in the meatpacking one, obviously, like not really seeing the Sephora Soho in her life. But I was like trying to see what she's adding to her basket.
I was just going to ask that.
I know, but I couldn't really tell. It looked like she had a lot of colorful sheet masks, like those Sephora ones and the eye mask. But those were, I think, like her daughter was just like adding stuff to the cart.
That was me. For some reason, when I was younger and would go into Sephora, I was always drawn to the masks. I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted those like colorful sheet masks.
Oh, I didn't know that. You have so much in common. You should get your DNA checked. You might be Irina Shayk and
I
Bradley
know.
Cooper.
No, literally, I'm like, wait, Bradley Daddy? Like, wait.
Bradley. But yeah, that
Brad.
was so cute. And she was just like so calm. And she had a dog and a Louis Vuitton dog leash.
That's amazing. It's always the most random places that you'll run into a celebrity, I swear.
I
Like,
know,
it's
and no one else
so.
noticed. I was like, guys, supermodel in our midst.
Was she Victoria's Secret Angel or like a full on supermodel?
I have no idea.
Or both?
I think both. Oh, she was not a VS Angel. Oh, well, she's walked in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. She's not been officially designated as an angel. What a fucking loser.
No, literally. Damn, that's why she's at Sephora and not getting her makeup done at home.
Just kidding. All love to Irina.
Just kidding. Irina, you can be our first guest if you would like. Our people will reach out to your people.
Yeah, girl. I heard she's a dialer.
What else went on in your weekend? I heard you had a little run-in.
Oh, the best thing ever happened to me. And that was I was walking on the West Side Highway as per usual. Beautiful sunny day. I am looking and I'm like, I think I recognize that guy. I see a nemesis of mine.
Oh no. Oh my God. Of course it's on the West Side Highway too.
Of fucking course. And I should have known because he actually has texted me like, oh, I saw you on the West Side Highway. And I wasn't even there.
So he's a liar too. So he's a fraud and a liar. Got it.
Which we already knew. What was the fraud?
Because I don't like him. That's why.
But this is like a guy from years past who we hate. He sucks.
We hate.
And the best thing of my entire life was I noticed it was him. He didn't notice it was me. I was prepared for the run-in. Like I wasn't thinking about it, but I did actually happen to look pretty good.
Period.
He ran like such a fucking idiot. It was the best day of my life. Like he looked
Yay.
awful.
I bet he's not beating my half marathon time. That's for sure.
Oh, surely not. And like he had
Surely
some
not.
back jiggle while he ran because his shirt was off. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you. I
We
felt like
needed
Nicole
that.
Kidman when she divorced. We needed that badly. When Nicole Kidman
Badly.
divorced Tom Cruise and she's in the sun, smiling, dancing. That's how I felt.
We are so back. We are so back.
No, we are so back. It was such a good omen.
It awakened the summer.
It did. It pulled the summer out of me.
Pulled the summer out of you. Now you're ready to hit the town. I love that. I love that. Well, God knows we'll never see him in one of those views from the West Side Highway videos where it's just a bunch of like hot men.
Oh, hell no.
And if we do, we're going to report it.
And if we do, the West Side Highway's over.
You heard it. You heard it here. It's over. If you go run on the West Side Highway, 5 steps to your left or your right and fall in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had like a great weekend of like seeing an A-lister and seeing a Z-lister.
It feels like just yesterday you were on this little couch of mine, but we've lived 1,000 lives since then. How was the Hamptons?
It was actually so much fun. It's like a very cute little city. And maybe because I grew up in Idaho and I'm used to the trees and the grasslands and a little bit of water, not the ocean, but a little bit of water, it felt very familiar. I see, I see why people like it.
Habana, can it?
Oh, can you hear him? Havana, Havana, stop your barking. Baby, hey, baby, come here. No, that's how I should do it, or else y'all will report me.
Tiger can be a little bit hard to woo. Like, you don't sound that impressed. And I don't know what it is because I just get excited about things.
Savannah is such a full of wonder person.
Well, like I'll take Tiger to show something, which it's not like I'm like, sit down. You are going to go to the most amazing experience you've ever experienced, and your mind is going to be blown. We're walking in New York at Christmas time, and I'm like, oh, aren't these shops kind of cute with the Christmas decorations? And he's like, yeah, I mean, I saw it online.
Like,
Or he's like, yeah, I've been
I've
there.
seen it online.
I showed him like the Louis Vuitton construction that looks like a bunch of trunks. And I didn't say, isn't this the coolest building you've ever seen in your life? Like, aren't you so glad that I'm showing you the world? I was like, oh, isn't that kind of cool? And he's like, oh, I saw a photo. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't know how to explain it, but like, I don't know. I'm just like, can I at least get a pat on the puss or something? Like, that's been my new favorite phrase recently. I don't know why. It's just like so
Or
random.
like when we went to Italy and I was like, oh, which it makes me sound like a loser that doesn't get out that much, I guess. But I was like, oh, isn't this pool like, so I think I just said, this is such a nice pool. We're in Italy on the coast. It's a beautiful vacation, stunning hotel. And Tiger's like, you are so easy to please.
I probably said that exact phrasing. Like, I don't know, to me, a pool is a pool, a tree is a tree. Obviously, it's really pretty when you're there, which I get that. But just for some reason, I don't know. I'm like in the moment, just I can't draw that profound passion that Savannah draws when she sees
It's
it.
just so weird to me. But I know you're having fun. Like, it's not like you're a negative Nelly. Because if a pool is a pool, just why do you ever leave the confines of Phoenix, Arizona?
If I had it my way, I would never. Just kidding. I jet out of here like every 2 weeks. I can't. No, I love it
You
here. I actually
do.
do love Phoenix.
You're like the CEO of that one flight you love.
Oh my God, no, literally the Thursday night
Tiger
red eye
slays a
from
red
Phoenix to
eye.
New York. I slay a red eye for multiple reasons. One, it's just easy to sleep. Everyone's quiet. It's dark. Like, it's so easy to just fall asleep in a trance compared to a 6-hour long flight
In
during
a
the
trance.
day when babies are crying, hoes are yapping. Like, I don't want to hear that. I literally don't want to hear that. And lucky me, on my flight home, I was next to a really hot guy. It was great. He worked for a
I
bank.
love that.
It was amazing. He worked for a bank and he was doing work on the flight. He had that laptop open, babe. I was seeing everything. Who he was
I was
LinkedIn
going to
looking
say,
at.
were you spying?
I was snooping big time. I looked up his boss on LinkedIn. Are you kidding? Why wouldn't I? It was the funniest thing ever. Literally, he was on LinkedIn. He was in email, sending things on Microsoft Teams. Like, I was literally eating it up. Something
So
with
you have more
China.
wonder about this guy sending a message on Teams than you do about the Hamptons.
Well, yes, I do. And I have no idea why, because
Like,
nothing
you're
translated to me at
describing this
all.
how I described the swimming pool in Italy, literally.
Something about a hot man working is so lovely to see.
As they should, as they should.
There's too many hot men not working, and that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
It's a big
It's an
problem.
epidemic. I was gonna say I like to make friends with my seatmates, which that's not true. Like, I'm not a big talker on planes, but
Yeah.
sometimes if we both are getting drinks, I'll like cheers them, and a lot of people are kind of weird about it.
I could see that. Similar situation happened to me. I did get a canned wine because that's the only wine they offer you on a flight. And The only
If
thing
you're
he
in
and I
coach,
said
just
to
say
each
that.
other.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
comfort, babe. The only the only words he uttered to me this entire flight: canned wine. What do you want me to say to that? Like, yes? No?
Well,
What?
yes.
Well, yes. No, literally, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say.
Like, he must be fun at parties. Not.
Not, no, literally, but
Get back to work.
get back to work. Also, I should literally report him because he left his computer open, unlocked, and went to the bathroom. That's
When you
crazy.
had time to go through it and download his whole.
And you know what I did? I sent a link to the Deep Dial podcast on Apple Podcasts to
I
his.
hope you rated it 5 stars.
Yeah. To every employee in his damn company. So there.
I need to start doing that. Wait, next time I'm out and someone asks me for my number, I'm going to be like, yeah, sure, give me your phone. And I'm going to find the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere you stream podcasts and like all our shit and rate it. That's actually a
That
good
is so smart.
idea.
I've heard of those stories of people being like, oh, yeah, can I have your phone? And they go into the person's Venmo and they Venmo themselves.
I actually saw this thing on Twitter where this girl found out her boyfriend cheated. And the way she found out was he was sending money to like a sex worker.
A lady of the
And
night.
yes. And I don't know if like he was lying or what, but he said that it was a scam. Like she was scamming him. So when they were together, like he was cheating on his girlfriend with this prostitute, and she took his phone and sent herself a ton of money.
Oh my
So
gosh.
keep your head on a swivel.
Talk about a double whammy.
But talk about like a businesswoman.
Honestly, true. But
I guess
like
that's bad.
theft, like, just is like kind of sad.
Theft
In
is
any
wrong.
situation. The Deep Dialer official statement on theft: sad and wrong.
Dialers,
Because
theft is just kind of sad.
kind of sad. Well, the story that I was referring to, because I also saw it on Twitter, was this guy was at the gym and he approached this guy he thought was really cute, and they were talking a little bit, and the guy was like, I'll give you my number. And he gives him his number, but doesn't actually do it because he Venmoed him $20, which 20 is like so little.
Well, that's sad.
But
No, that's
that
different.
just is so sad. Like, imagine trying to build the courage up to go talk to somebody and you think you finally got
No,
them.
that no, that is really
terrible.
sad. But I feel like that's different from like you're cheating on your girlfriend with a prostitute and she
True.
takes advantage of
That's
you.
very
Like,
different.
wise
Yeah,
up.
that's like so different.
If a guy comes up to me in person and asks for my number, even if he could look like freaking
Ronald
Gollum.
McDonald.
Yeah. Like he could be the ugliest person on the planet and I would just be the nicest girl ever because I don't want to discourage anyone from going up to people in person. You know what I mean? Like that we
Yeah.
cannot be doing that.
No, I don't like a mean person. That's the thing is
No.
like niceness. I was going to say a quote, but I can't think of one. Whatever.
You don't have to give them your number. Just say, no, thank you. Oh my God. Wait, actually, the other day in the park, this guy like tapped me and he would just kind of said it weird. He was like, was nervous or something and was like, can I have your number? But like said it so weird. Like he was acting like he knew me or something and he didn't. And I go, oh, sorry. Thank you. Bye.
No, thank you. Bye. That would
Thank you.
Thank you. Sometimes people just catch you off guard.
Seriously.
You know, I was caught off guard last night when we got a hate comment.
Okay. So this has been a few days saga actually, but last night was the nail
True.
in the coffin.
We're
Talking about being nice. He needs to listen to this.
2 days ago was the battle. Last night was the war. He literally multiple comments, but I think he came around.
I was just confused because as we've discussed, like any comment on our TikTok is a pretty exciting day. And he commented like not getting anything or something. And I wasn't sure. I mean, come to think of it, I don't really know how that would be a positive.
I don't really know how you were interpreting it, but I did need your positive influence in the moment.
But I said to you, I was like, I don't know what he means, but maybe he's like laughing with us. And you were like, no, I think he's...
He certainly was laughing at us, which Here's the thing though, and I think real haters should take note. Originally left a hate comment. We addressed it.
It wasn't
Left
a
more
yeah.
comments. It literally was not a hate comment. It was probably
It was
like a
pretty
friendly,
mild.
it was oh my God, it was like the best thing. Someone said I should be sent to Russia. That's a hate comment. That's a hate comment. Yeah, yeah. But this guy was said, I'm getting nothing. Okay,
And
whatever.
I made a
We're not
response.
charging you.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. And what?
And what? And so she made a response and that he doubled down and was like, "Oh, your vocal rasp."
And he's
Okay. Like
talking.
what?
Wait, I think he was
Like,
talking to you, right? I didn't even consider that
yeah.
he was talking to
No,
me.
he for sure was talking to me. It was gay on gay crime. Which like we're doing that in 2025? Really? Really, girl?
Really, girl.
Whatever.
But then he left some constructive feedback.
That's the thing, and that's where the haters should take note. Constructive feedback, totally okay. He said, maybe if you clipped it at this part, would have been better.
But the thing that I have to
Great.
say is maybe if we gave a fuck, we would have asked you.
Literally.
That is the thing that annoys
Literally.
me. I always say like, oh wow, I would be so good at being famous because the hate comments wouldn't get to me, which like I stand by that I don't think that would make me sad. It just pisses me off and it like brings out this need for me to hit below the belt a little bit, especially like if someone ever left a hate comment towards you, I would behead them.
Oh, because I'm just this like fat, indefensible baby.
No, because I love you.
I love that.
I love that.
No, I
No,
love
not
you
because you can't
too.
defend yourself. Thank you. We don't really like say that. Not because you can't defend yourself, but just
We're
because
paid
like,
actors. We're not actual friends. We're
can
paid
you
by
imagine?
Unwell to host a podcast.
Yeah. It's just an experiment. Oh my God. When that girl was like, are you still friends with that kid Tiger? I was like, what do you mean?
Wait, that was crazy. You're like, we actually morphed into one.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking friends with him.
That's
He's
crazy.
in my body right
That's
now.
no, literally, I'm in your mind.
He's wearing my skin. Even when I was younger, like if I would get into a fight with my brother, he would be like, "Oh, you're stupid." And I would be like, "You are the worst person to ever grace this earth and you should be put up for adoption." Like, I don't know. I just like to fight dirty.
Speaking of literally fighting dirty and doing that, literally Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, like the same thing always happens.
I thought you were going to say the saying of the week. If you wrestle the pig,
Oh, that too.
if you wrestle a pig, you both get dirty. Or whatever.
And only the pig will enjoy it.
Yeah. But yeah, Justin
And
and Haley
we're not
too.
wrestling these pigs.
What the fuck is that all about? No, we're not.
I don't know. That was crazy. And also, am I out of touch? I feel like since 2016, I could have said, yeah, Hailey Bieber will probably be on the cover of Vogue.
Well, yeah, that's pretty predictable. So Justin said, like, Haley is now on Vogue, which this can't be her first Vogue, I don't think. But Haley
Right?
is on Vogue, and he posted something. And in his post, he was like, this reminds me of one time we got in a fight, and I said, you'll never be on Vogue. Oh my God. Like, how dare you? That's the mother of your child. That's so rude.
I feel like two things are really weird about it. The first is him telling her that in general during a fight is really weird.
Course.
I could never even picture myself like fighting with anyone, let alone my significant other, and saying something like that. Like, that's really weird.
For Haley, that's probably like someone saying to me, like, your podcast will never have 200 views. Like, it's in reach.
That's the thing, is it's so in reach.
Like,
and that's why it's like, what? But the second thing that I feel like is just really weird about it is that why would he then go and tell that story to the world?
it's actually awful. And I mean, clearly the Biebs is going through it. Like, we're witnessing some type of breakdown happening or something. But that is just so wrong on so many levels. It's embarrassing. It's taking the shine away from your wife and mother of your fucking child. And I'm pretty sure in the article, I haven't read it, but I think that she talks about like how she had a hard birth and stuff. And like motherhood hasn't been easy.
Oh, I actually did
I think
see
I saw that.
something. Yeah, I saw something on Twitter about how her birth there was some complication. I don't really know what it was exactly. I can't read.
So that on top of it all, yeah, didn't read it. I feel like most of the stuff that happens with them, they're like, oh, the media is making things up, like we're happy at home. And like obviously, I'm sure there's a part of it that is like, that's just Justin and that's what he does, and she doesn't care at all. But I cannot imagine that's the case for something like this.
Right? I don't know though. It's so I mean, it was literally from the horse's mouth, which is the crazy part.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was so direct. And especially, I mean, they're always under scrutiny, but like so much has been, everyone is always talking about her and Selena. And it's a common thing for people to be like, here's an example of Justin treating Haley like shit. So,
Mhm.
with all of that going on, Justin, like use your brain and use your Finsta. Stop posting that.
Literally, literally. It's so crazy though because I'm not a believer in the Justin sense and I'm not a
I am.
believer in the Haley sense, to be honest. Like I don't really I'm not like
In
a
the
big fan of
Jacksons,
either
the
of them.
baby.
No, literally. However, I did watch her What's in My Bag with
Oh,
Vogue,
that
and I
was so
actually thought she was
funny.
really funny. Yeah, I didn't know what I was expecting, but when I was watching it, because I saw a clip on TikTok and was like, wait, this is actually kind of funny. And it was her when she was like, this is my favorite perfume. I've been using it since I was born. And it was the Eau de Nepo.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait,
And
that's
did you
actually so
see
funny. And then everything was just funny.
she had like a potion and she was like, I got this from a witch that my dad took me to and it helped me land a Canadian pop star. So I owe my relationship to my dad. Like she was just making fun of everything people say about her, which I thought was so funny.
Yeah, and the multiple phones being like, "These are for all my different accounts where I get to stalk
Yeah.
people." And then
And
the
looking
journal
gorgeous
where
while
she was
doing
like
it. Oh,
literally, and
that
then
was
she
the
pulled out
journal
the
was so
blank
funny.
journal where she's like, "This is where all of my thoughts are. Everything in my brain is on here." And it was like completely empty. Yeah, that was
Love a
funny.
girl that can laugh at herself.
Right. You go, girl.
You go, Haley, but ditch this hater husband. Like the hating
Yeah.
men, I hate that. Especially, I mean, this is more there's nothing subtle about this, but you know those guys
Mhm.
that like you just can tell they kind of secretly hate you, but it's disguised, but they like
Yeah.
secretly, a lot of people like that. I feel like the like subtle sort of, it's disguised as sarcasm and making fun of someone just like in a joking way, but then it's like, hang on,
Mhm.
are you preying on my downfall?
I would never date someone who's preying on my downfall. I'd rather be
Same.
single.
Same. May we be so lucky to never date someone preying on our downfall.
No, literally, like,
I
may
had
that
a
love never
boyfriend once
find
prey
me.
on my downfall. Do you know who I'm thinking of?
With a C.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mm.
And his mom.
And his mom's friends,
Loser
right?
McLoserdom. Yeah.
Literally.
Is my hair giving Mormon? It's not. The curls.
Wait, no. You need
Um,
more big barrel curls.
that show is taking over my brain. Have you watched season 2 yet?
No, I watched season 1 and I did find it interesting. I'm just not the biggest TV person, so I haven't really tuned in, but I definitely want to.
Oh, tune in. Season 2. Oh, I forgot we watched season 1 together. Season
Yeah.
2. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm just like I love them. Like the way they talk and the way they say, I this is how I feel. It's really I'm being real. This is how I feel. I just can't. I love it. And like it's so crazy that people grow up that way. Like there's this scene where Taylor is sort of the main one,
Yes.
which that girl's obviously like got some things to work out with herself,
Oh.
but she's talking about how she isn't treated well by her baby daddy, blah 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 blah, and the dad is like, well yeah, because you fucked him so early, like blaming her, and he lied
Oh.
and cheated. Like, so it's just so weird, and they're also young, being conditioned to like be these wives.
That's the crazy thing is like the young mom factor of it all. Like, wow.
Lead us not into temptation. The intro eat.
I do love the intro. It makes me consider becoming Mormon.
Tiger, we were Mormons.
Guys, we have such a past. It's crazy.
Just for one night, we were Mormons for Halloween one time, but not, we were, we were elders from the Book of Mormon, the musical.
Yes, we were basing our costumes off history.
The hit musical. Oh my God, that was so funny. We went trick or treating with like bike helmets and we had real Books of Mormon. Like we went to the Mormon church temple
Pick
and
some
asked
up.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually were
That
pretty
was crazy.
convincing. At least I was. I
Well,
was
yeah,
really
remember we
looking the
went
part.
we both were. What the fuck? And we trick or
Well,
treated
you're a
and
woman.
yeah. Um true. We trick or
Like,
treated and the guy was like, "No way. Are you guys really LDS?" And I don't even remember how we handled that.
we probably froze.
Probably very well.
Probably very well. They're probably very gracefully, very
Very cleverly.
demure.
Yes. And then that I hope she's not mad at us because that girl was such a baddie that commented, and I guess she was Mormon, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Since when is it okay to dress up as a religion for Halloween?"
She kind of gagged us with that, honestly.
She gagged us, but we weren't. We were dressing up as characters.
Yeah, from a musical with tap dancing. That's like all I think about when I think about Mormon Wives. But obviously, the show is nothing like that. Honestly, you watch it, and yes, some things about being the young moms and this and that and whatever, but it kind of feels like an episode of Real Housewives.
It's more real housewives.
Real, yeah, wait. RILL, real. But they're all drinking soda instead of martinis.
Yeah, they're drinking soda. They had like a whole poppy sponsor situation. It was it was
Love.
sending me. And they just like, it's so weird because they're so conservative, but then they like try to bring up sex. I feel like they watched a show or something that talked about sex. And so they're like, they bring it up at such inappropriate times. Like this girl won,
Oh,
not inappropriate, but just weird. This girl won the baking competition and they gave her an apron. And she was like, well, maybe I'll wear this to the bedroom. And it was just like,
oh,
not how people talk. It's just weird.
no,
But
that's
I'm
like
all
so
for women
random.
actively destigmatizing
Yes.
things.
Let's destigmatize things. It's 2025. Like, it's time
Yeah.
we destigmatize things.
Normalize destigmatizing. God, that sounds insufferable.
I'm really like struggling with my hair because I like it some days and then other days I don't like it. And I can't put my finger on why. But also, I will say recently, a lot of people have been wondering if I'm a woman. Like, it's happened multiple times. Like, multiple times. I was getting coffee this weekend and the
In the
barista who
Hamptons.
he well, yes, at Golden Pear. And the barista who was a really old man, like a sweet old man,
A
like
barista.
very kind, a baristo, very kind. I was like, "Hi." Exposing my coffee order. I get an
Oh.
iced vanilla latte with almond milk and sugar-free vanilla if they have it, normal vanilla if they don't. And I send my coffee order and he goes, "I'm sorry. Did I say the right pronouns? I couldn't really tell." Oh. Oh, I like was not really expecting that. I don't know why. I mean, very kind of him to ask. Like very well, he should have asked in the beginning of the
If he
sentence
was
if he
an
wanted
old
to,
man that's so cute, he probably thought he was doing the right thing. But
which he
I'm dying that
was.
you gave off that vibe. You were probably wearing like a Kith t-shirt. Like Tiger dress is pretty
Well,
straight.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say straight. Well, actually, I was wearing a cardigan, and so maybe that was what threw it off. But I feel like a lot of straight guys and also guys in general wear cardigans. I don't really know. It really threw me for a loop because I was like, wait, what? And I also don't even remember what pronouns he used to begin with. Maybe he said sir,
Yeah.
maybe he said ma'am. I don't even remember. I'm used to when I'm at a drive-through or I'm talking on the phone for people to say ma'am because I do have a higher voice and vocal rasp, according to our hater number one. And so I get that, but it was in person. I don't know.
No,
Are
that is
males not allowed to
crazy.
have a nice vanilla latte? Like, is that not allowed? Like,
Oh,
I don't
what
know.
if was he trying to like call you girly?
I don't know. But he literally said, like, oh, I don't mean to offend you,
No
which
beef.
no beef. No, literally. Which he didn't offend me. It was just kind of funny and random. And like I didn't think I was giving that tea, but maybe I am.
You were given that iced vanilla latte. And I know that that's
Right?
not the first time that that's happened. I don't think it's the hair
No,
though.
it's
I
happened.
love
I
this
don't know
hair.
because I thank you. I know maybe people think maybe I was giving an Ellen vibe with the
Oh,
cardigan.
one
I don't
bitch we ride.
know.
Ew, I don't like to say bitch. One girl we ride for is Ellen.
We
Well, road. I
loved
guess we can't
Ellen.
condone her
No,
meanness, but like Ellen
we
was such
loved
a big part
Ellen.
of my childhood.
pre-2017, we were big Ellen fans. As in, we had Ellen
Pre-scandal.
merch.
Didn't you go to the Ellen show?
I didn't go to an actual taping, but I did tour the studio.
Oh,
Best day of my life.
thanks, Ellen. Remember, he used to be able to do anything and get on Ellen. It would be like kid hula
Yeah.
hoops, and he's like on Ellen.
I bet this podcast will get us on Ellen.
Please, Ellen.
Ellen, if you're
I think
still
she
out
moved to
there.
Australia or something. If you're still out there, I
I
think
saw-
she moved to
I saw
Australia
that.
or New Zealand, right?
Yes, I saw that. I don't know where, but she moved somewhere, and I don't know what she's up to.
That
Probably
girl
still
is
being mean
rich.
to people.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, she is rich. That's what they say. If you want to be rich, be on TV. If you want to be famous, be in movies. And if you want to be both, start a podcast.
Did you see the thing of Brittany Ferlin getting catfished, cheating on what's his toes, Pamela Anderson's husband?
Yes, I did. Saw it on Snapchat. No, I didn't.
What's
Not
his
on
name?
Snapchat. I saw it on TikTok. Tom Petty, right?
Tommy Lee.
I don't know. Tommy Lee. Okay.
So basically, she and Tommy Lee were, I don't know if they were married. Oh, yeah, married. And she was cheating on him via Snapchat messages.
Mhm.
And she thought it was someone different than it is. Did she think it was someone famous?
Yes. I think from another 90s band, 80s band. I don't know my decades before.
Oh, Ronnie
2000.
Radke.
Do you know who that is?
No. He's a drummer for Motley Crue, and he shared a TikTok calling out gullible people and correcting what his real social media accounts were or are. And Brittany confessed to her husband, Tommy Lee, that she was catfish. She said, I've been talking to whoever I thought this was on Snapchat. He says it's not him. Cool, whatever, because I'm a good person. Oh, she's saying she confessed it to her husband because she's a good person. Wait, this quote is so me. No excuse, whatever.
Oh, me.
She goes,
Wait.
I mean, I'm not
I've
a
said
good
that
person to
exact thing.
talking to I'm not a good person to talking to someone while married. I've been going through a lot in my marriage. No excuse, whatever.
But I thought she was like swearing that it was him.
Well, I guess since he posted the video, she came out and said, which that timeline, I don't know if that's correct, but he posted a video saying it's incorrect or like that it wasn't him. And so then she, I guess, came to terms with the fact that she was catfish. That would suck.
Yeah.
Talk about
While
an
being
ick
married.
first. While being married, imagine your partner cheats on you but then it's like not even with the person
The
they thought
drama
it was.
from
It's
the
like,
90s or whatever.
it's like with a rando. God, for what, Brittany?
I wonder where that will go.
Probably nowhere.
Maybe jail. I have no idea.
Why would that happen to me?
Who
Not that I
it
would ever
be?
cheat.
Wait, true. Wait,
If someone was like, it's Zac Efron DMing me, I'd be like,
oh, wait, you so would. You so would. Who would mine be? Maybe
your
like
spin
Matt
instructor.
Bomber.
No, just kidding.
Wait, no, literally. Maybe like Matt Bomber. I'm trying to think of people who are
Oh.
gay. Because I feel like I don't really think I would buy it if it were like a straight celebrity was like, ugh. Maybe if I were like,
remember when we convinced our friend that you were dating Michael B. Jordan?
oh my God, yeah. That was actually very good. That was one of our best pranks.
Well, I didn't even realize that he still believed it. We kind of said it as a joke, and he wholeheartedly believed it for a really long time.
And it wasn't even like a convincing thing. It was 2 comments
Yeah.
that we made and then moved on. It wasn't a thing.
But
We need to
yeah,
do
I
more of
mean, I
that. We
guess
need
it
more
happens to
successful
the best of
pranks.
us. Yeah, seriously. I'm going golfing tomorrow.
Wait, fun with who?
I mean, I guess literally mini golfing, I think. I need to look
Oh,
at like
okay.
putt-putt. I'm not sure if it's like the top golf kind of thing or putt-putt. But wish me luck.
That's going to be fun. Is it a date?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Hi. Wait, that's fun. Oh my gosh. I'm not really doing anything tomorrow except my dog's getting groomed, which is like big deal. But I do have a fun weekend planned for Memorial Day. So I can't wait to update everybody on that.
It's about time to get the weekend started, like RN.
I freaking know, but I can't wait. So I think I'm going to hang up
We
now.
gotta hang up. Please follow us.
Yes, and rate
everyone
our
go
podcast.
cyberbully our
5 stars.
hater. Just
Wait,
kidding.
yeah.
No
if you
bullying.
say a hate
No.
comment, no, we don't stand for that.
We can't condone that. But Be
No.
sure to follow the pod everywhere.
Rate us
and
5
rate it 5
stars.
stars. And we'll be dialing in soon.
With that, goodbye.
Bye.